Alright guys, welcome to the Media Hijack Podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Chris Unholy Jesus.
What's up, everyone? Man, we went
going
missing.
on? What's going on, guys? I know everything look all different now. Chris is basically across the world right now.
Yeah, the government's trying to hunt me down out of Golf Grid, so.
Damn, and you had to go to Utah, huh? Mormon City, the Mormon
man.
spot.
Man, holy shit. Quiet.
Like, how is it over there? Like, the people, they're treating you good?
Yeah, they alright. I mean, I get a lot of stares, but it's because, I don't know if it's like a thing, but I'm like one of the few black people in town, so I kind of get it.
Damn.
Yeah, so
You're kind of like a celebrity then, huh?
Yeah, that's why I can't commit no crimes out here. That already crossed my mind, like... this ain't Atlanta. This is Atlanta. I could probably get away with some shit, but no.
Like, I think Chris did it.
He
Chris
lives right there.
Did. He has a podcast, and I don't know what they be talking about.
We should check on him. Should check him out.
Yeah, but we're back after what, 2 months?
Oh, has it been that long? Oh my god.
Yeah, we barely know how to do the show now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm riding a bike. I'm trying
like a baby right now.
Right,
Let's do the intro, and then we're gonna jump to the first topic.
All right.
If you guys want to get some official Media Hijack T-shirts, me and Chris, we got ours today, of course, for the first day back. You can head over to the MediaHijack.com. Also, if you guys want to join us on Reddit, I don't even know what's going on with Reddit, but we have a Reddit community. I don't know what's going on there, but I think, Chris, you're still live on there, right? You still checking out?
I've been on Reddit like in 2-3 days. I haven't checked out our page in a while. I'm not gonna lie.
All right,
I'll get back to it.
But we still have it there. Also, if you guys want to catch the replay for this live Twitch video, you can head over to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Give us that 5 stars.
Please.
All right, let's get into the first topic of the night. I have some pictures too.
Hey.
All right, so the first topic is about a hiker who disappeared after finding a cave near Area 51, where he said he's like a YouTuber, and he recorded like this. At first he discovered the cave, and then he felt like it was vibrating. You know, like he felt like his whole body vibrating. He's like, what kind of fucking cave is this? Yeah. So like after he discovered that cave, he told everybody on YouTube, was like, yeah, I discovered this cave. It's shaped like the letter M, like, you know, like
Mario,
like on the outside it looks like the rocks are shaped like an M.
Okay.
And then he's telling people, it's like, yeah, if I can find it again, I'll record for everybody so you guys can see it. Like, so like this dude is actually like the son of like he has a video where he says son of a Area 51 technician. And wait, Judy, could you pull up the picture of the dude? So this dude's name is Kenny Veach, a 47-year-old hiker and YouTuber who vanished in 2014 after exploring a strange cave near Area 51, which is, you know, the secret base. He claimed that the vibrations was coming from the cave, and he documented his findings on his YouTube channels. And then a lot of the people, they were commenting him to, investigate further.
Right.
But then, like, they had this one comment, which I got the picture. There's like that one comment where a guy, he says, no, do not go back there. If you find that cave entrance, don't go in. If you do, you won't get out. And then he commented, he was like, what makes you say that? So this is the last thing he said, like on YouTube before he disappeared. And
he's like,
yeah, the dude, he has like a girlfriend and everything. He told the girlfriend, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go to this cave for like 2-3 days. Like, don't worry about me. I'm just gonna go make a YouTube video. And long story short, he never came back, and they never found his body.
Of course, the government got him. No,
that cave. That dude's in another reality, dude.
Something he got too close, and he says it is wild too. I was just driving out and from Vegas, driving towards Utah the other day in the middle of the night, coming from like the general area of where Area 51 is at.
Oh, for real?
I don't know why anybody would go out there. There's nothing out there. It's horrifying, especially at night.
It doesn't
pitch
look
black.
Fun. Yeah,
it's horrifying to me.
Yeah, it doesn't look fun at all.
You don't even see any animals, which is another strange thing. You see like no life.
Damn. So what do the animals that are stranded there eat?
each other. I guess I don't know.
A
I don't know.
cactus.
Cacti.
Yeah. So like after like this dude disappeared, right? There's been a lot of speculation, like with his girlfriend. His girlfriend was like she ended up saying like the dude had like mental issues. He was like depressed. Like he literally like quit his job like 2 years earlier, so he can pursue YouTube 100%.
Right.
And they were saying like she didn't say it herself, but people were saying he probably committed suicide.
But
Like out where the cave was at.
yeah.
To me, like with everything that they were saying, how the dude was like a YouTuber, he likes doing all that shit. I don't think he just out of nowhere just committed suicide. And then if he did, why they can't find his body?
Right. You just gonna find something. How can you claim suicide if you can't find a body?
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Like another weird thing about like that story, like when he told people he's gonna go back to find the cave, right? He made another video where he said he couldn't find the cave. He said it's not even at that spot anymore. So it basically like disappeared from what he thought he saw.
Mm-hmm.
So then he's like, I'm gonna keep trying, guys. Like I could have sworn the cave was here, but it's not even at that spot he thought it was. So he kept on looking, and then I guess he found it again because he never came back.
Found it forever.
Canny
Man.
Beach. Yeah, he's
Dang, that's
done.
horrifying. That's why you need to have yourself like a battle buddy. Don't go especially out there in the desert, man. Don't go by yourself.
Yeah, if you're gonna go missing with a buddy.
All right. So yeah, both go missing together.
Right. It's probably in some parallel reality, chilling with some aliens underground. Like what's that one movie
Which one?
where they went like to the center of the earth and everything's all big?
Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that the name? I don't know. Might be wrong.
Yeah, that movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
So,
it's like that. It's like that in Godzilla, the last Godzilla movie, where they went to where I think they got Kong from. Whereas like when they went down to like close to the center of the Earth, and it's like this whole prehistoric land.
Yeah, I remember that.
in the Earth,
The dude
and
had a
everything's
throne,
massive.
right? King Kong had a throne.
I can't remember if he had a throne. He may. I think he did have a throne or something. But he was
That shit
everything was big.
crazy. Yeah, I remember
Everything was
that.
big.
Yeah. So yeah, like long story short, either like he committed suicide or they took his ass.
Yeah,
They're like,
Oh, yeah,
I'll
too
show
close
you,
to
YouTuber.
it's like you off limits. Which is funny. Me and my girl was talking about the other day too. She was asking me about how because we was driving, like I said, we was leaving Utah. I mean, sorry, leaving Vegas and going back to Utah. And she was asking me like, hey, like, what happened to those people that did like the little Naruto run towards Area 51?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, they didn't do it because the government like told them like don't do it. They like sent out like a lot of warnings telling people don't do it because they don't play, man. You go to Area 51, they'll smoke your ass in a heartbeat. They don't play.
Yeah, like one of the main warnings was that they said like, you guys know if you guys come out here, like there's really nothing for you guys. Like you guys could literally die in the desert because there's no electricity outlets. There's nothing. It's like, you guys want to come to the desert and die?
Nothing, man. Drive out there at night, man. You'll see it's like pitch black. It's nothing. Like you'll be driving on the road at night and you can't see nothing off the road. It's just like darkness.
Yeah.
And it's, man, don't even go. There ain't nothing out there.
Yeah, I mean that event, it still happened, but it was like it wasn't like a lot of people, but they still had the event.
Yeah, I think they like set up shop there for a little bit, like some like tiny Coachella type shit or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, they did like a little concert, and then they had like some guys from coast to coast over there.
Yeah, it was
was
like a little
cool.
small group.
It was no chaos, so that was good. Nobody was getting nowhere near Area 51.
I don't know. So I don't know why people attempt. I remember a couple years ago, this guy. You ever see that video where a guy attempted to get to Area 51? It's like last year, the year before, I think. This guy in his pickup truck, he tried to drive through Area 51. And, like as soon as he got through there, they caught up to him and then like, woof, lit his ass up in that car.
They
even
shot
got
at him?
yeah.
What?
And then I guess and the cops are like, I guess like the police or the security they had there was like justified. So it was like no trial, no nothing. It's like, hey, that's the warning.
Oh,
Y'all know the rules.
damn. That's crazy.
Damn. Well, for his sake, I hope he found the cave and went to another world. Because I'm pretty sure if the government caught him, they ain't gonna be nice to him. They ain't
Yeah,
gonna,
they probably just killed him and be like, stop it.
yeah.
Stop it. Learn next time in the next lifetime.
Right.
So he's been missing since 2014. And yeah, his
Oh my
girlfriend wrote
god.
like this long ass note on the internet talking about, oh yeah, he was dealing with a lot of like mental issues, depression. So a possibility, it is possible that he could have went
Yeah,
out there and committed suicide.
could have been. Or
Yeah, we can't rule
it's
that
like
out, of course.
no, for real, for real.
He probably committed
Mental
suicide
health is
and then got his ass ate up.
real shit. Or it could be a government cover up, like he committed suicide, and then no one asked
Yeah.
questions. I'm watching the show right now called Gen V, and it's about this school where it's like training like these kids to become superheroes. But this one kid goes missing, and everyone thinks he committed suicide. But then you find out it's like a cover up. They got all these kids in a basement, and they're doing experiments on them. But you all think they had died. They all think they got died at some point, or whatever. At least the other students think that person died, but they would
on
never commit
Netflix?
suicide. Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Oh,
It's called
Prime.
Gen V. Shit, it's good. It's like a cover up, and it's cover ups show.
Gen V is which generation?
The reason why it's called Gen V is because it takes place. You ever heard the TV show The Boys?
Yeah.
So it's like a spinoff of The Boys, and this V is like basically in their world, the government has this group called Vault Industries, and they're like, hey people, if you want your kids to be the next new superhero like so and so, you know, sign your kids up for this drug called Compound V. And so parents like were able to afford it, were injecting their kids with this drug as soon as they was born. And eventually once their powers kicked in, they would be admitted to this school called, I can't remember the name of it, but they would all attend this school. But some of these kids have been going missing at this superhero school-ish, getting experimented on. But one of the kids they're trying to find, a lot of the students thought that he committed suicide like years ago. Come to find out he never did.
Mm.
But he's been trapped in the basement, losing his mind as well.
Damn, that sounds interesting.
It's a good show,
might
man.
have
But
to
that's what I was
catch that.
thinking of. That's what I was thinking of when you was talking about. We was just talking about like maybe it's a cover up because it seemed like everybody saying the same story, like mental health. He had a bad life. Things were good for him, and
Yeah,
he
it looks like
himself.
to me it seemed like he's already changing his life around by doing like the YouTube channel and all that. Like, you know,
It's best big moves, man.
that's pretty
Quitting your job.
random because
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that random, but I don't know. It looked like he really wanted to show people what's in this cave. You know, it's like, hey, I discovered this cave that's vibrating. Let me show you guys. It wouldn't be like, hey, I'm so excited to show you guys. I'm gonna kill myself.
So like, was the cave itself like just like shimmering and vibrating and
Yeah, I guess like when he walked in, you could actually feel like, you know,
that frequency, man?
yeah, it's like a psychedelic trip.
Hey,
You start feeling
damn,
your third eye start shaking and shit, shaking all that
Damn.
rust,
man. So
all
he's
that
gone,
dirt off your third eye.
right?
Yeah, every time like after a trip, like the center of my forehead will be like pulsing, like sore.
Right here,
Yeah,
you can just feel it throbbing.
could see right through people. I see you, you tree. You know, you just literally see like tree sucking energy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's wild. I can see dirt on the walls. I mean, I can see that right now, but
But it's like you can see it more.
I see layers. You know, like Photoshop, like layer 3, dirt 3.
Man, well, RP to that guy, man. I don't know. He might pop up one day, though. Who knows?
Yeah, so like moral of the story: if you find a cave, don't tell nobody. Just go
Especially near Area
missing
51.
and yeah, just go missing and you'll be okay.
Good.
But yeah, that's it for that story. I'm gonna take a quick leak and then I'm gonna let Chris do the next one.
All right.
Be right back. And we're back with Chris Unholy.
Hola. We are back.
Hold
All
on.
right. Let's talk about a story that we missed as soon as we went on a hiatus. The Mexico alien body that was discovered, quote unquote, discovered.
Man, that shit like broke the internet for a good minute.
I was so pissed when it happened. I was like, damn it. I was like, we just went on hiatus, man. We just missed it. But we got it right here.
Yeah.
All right, so so a guy by the name of Jaime Basuan, he is like a journalist and he's like this longtime UFO enthusiast type of guy. Back in October, he like in front of like Mexico's Congress, he brought forward like out of nowhere evidence of like mummified alien bodies, like straight up like mummified looking bodies, and internet lost its fucking mind over it. Everybody went crazy over the story because when he first presented this evidence to Mexico's Congress, he was saying like, hey, this is gonna be like revolutionary to mankind. This is like the most groundbreaking thing we've ever had when it comes to UFOs. We actually have like a body, and of course, a lot of people came out saying already like straight up trying to debunk it. You know how the the internet is. That was the first thing they did.
Yeah. Well, I can hear myself. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that alien body that they discovered, I actually saw it like way before they even like officially announced it. But they needed, like, after they discover it, they needed to do a whole bunch of tests on it before they could be like, okay, now we can present it in front of like a Congress or something, to show
Yeah, they did like
official findings of whatever they discovered after all the tests.
yeah, they did like some carbon dating stuff just to see like how old it was, and I guess like the mummified body was like over 1,000 years old, and then
And that's facts too. That's not made up. It's
yeah, that was like real.
It really
It's
is
actually
old.
like old. And they said like the DNA they tried to get off of the alien body, it was determined not to be human. Now, to what extent what is like not human, it varies. Some internet sleuths were saying like, oh, it's like the bones of like a lemur and a skull of a lemur, and it's probably like a lemur.
And all
Basically,
attached,
like
right?
yeah. Like you remember like how back in the day, like those dudes were like those traveling like freak shows would go around like in the Wild West, and they would like have like bodies of like a monkey and like a fish stitched together.
Yeah.
Like see this is a mermaid. A lot of people started saying it was supposed to be like one of these things. But as far as I know, from what I've seen, no one's ever like disproved this or evidence. I guess evidence has been brought forward saying that this wasn't real. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like who knows. They were saying like I guess like the bones and like the legs. Like one was like a tibia, another one was like a femur on the right leg of the alien. So like left was like a tibia,
Right.
right leg was like a femur, and it wasn't really making sense, I guess, to some people.
Yeah, like that's like, I think that's like the most strangest thing about like that corpse that they found was like the way like the legs and everything were like like connected. They said it made it impossible for anything like that to even walk normal. Like you can't even walk
This
like
like
that.
just collapsed. Yeah,
It's
it
like
was
the
just
joints would
falling.
be like, hey, it's almost like you're born just to be handicapped, like, and not
Yeah.
even move. But the crazy thing is like, how like it's really small, right? I remember watching on the show Stargate, and they had an episode where like the aliens, it looked just like that, but they're really tiny, just like that, right? But they're like in like a space capsule where they can actually control like the real aliens that can actually walk normal, but they're controlling them like remotely from like a spacecraft, from like far
right.
away. But they're controlling like
really
an
up there.
alien that's like on Earth. But they're controlling like a Gundam, basically.
Okay.
And that was
When I
on
first-
Stargate. It was so crazy.
Damn.
And
Sorry,
then and then he's basically handicapped. He couldn't move. All he could move was his arms, but his legs were like like it's basically useless.
linguini. Like,
Yeah, like I was like, what the hell? So this little tiny alien is controlling this big ass alien down on whatever planet, And one of
Mobile
the aliens that was that they were controlling was Thor, the Legend of Thor from Ragnarok.
right.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like
there's control.
Thor was like an alien entity that was being controlled by a little tiny alien in a space capsule. I thought that was crazy. I was like, what is this?
When I first saw that mummified alien body, I thought of like Men in Black. Remember when they opened up that alien's head?
that's
Like,
what it looks
little
like.
Dude was like shriveled up and dying, but
That's
he was all up
what
in
it
it.
looks like. That's why people couldn't take it serious. They're like, what the hell? Like, what this? You guys found something and it looks just like the movies?
And maybe no, what if, say if they were real, maybe this gravity was too harsh on their legs too, because they like little, man. It's like
Right.
their bodies would get crushed by this gravity. That was like
They're not meant to
something
be
I
there.
was reading something not too long ago. It was like because people think like if insects were bigger, they would like wipe out all humans. Like if they were like the size of a dog, like ants, for example, would be able to like kill humans. Or if they was like the size of a car, would an ant like be able to dominate Earth? But they said like based off an ant's body, like their legs would just shatter just because of the gravity, because they're designed to be small, not big.
That
So
makes
as
sense.
fast and strong as they are, yeah. So
That makes
that's
sense.
also like
Yeah.
even like with ants don't even have like lungs. They have like these little holes in their back and tubes. And that's how they breathe. But they're only able to do that because they're small. They're too little to have lungs. Because if they had lungs for that size, they would just explode because it's too much air, oxygen going in.
Animal
Yeah,
Planet ass.
Yeah, right. I love ants are crazy, bro. Ants are like the best
Jeez.
insects to me.
I've never heard anybody explain anything about ants like in detail like that.
I love ants. They're like the best insects to me.
Remember, I sent you that YouTube channel, Ants Canada, where the
Oh, dude,
guy.
I was so mad you put me on that because I couldn't stop watching it for like them. I was binge watching
Dude,
it.
I've been watching it. I used to watch it like for the whole week, and I would get so excited because he explained the story so good.
Dude, yeah, it's like a story of like a
Yeah,
war.
like he had like a spiritual like awakening on one episode where he went to like the rainforest, and then he was looking for like this majestic blue ant that they said is so rare, like you probably wouldn't even find it, you know. And then like
What?
throughout his whole journey, like when he went to the rainforest, like he never found like this blue ant until one day at night in the rainforest. It rained like super hard, right? He was outside like the house, and then he said he felt like spirits too, like trying to talk to him. He said he felt like the forest spirits were physically like talking to him. He's like, what the hell is going on? Because he's not like a spiritual guy. He's just a
Yeah.
guy that make YouTube videos about ants. And then they said like they spoke to him. He's like he said he wasn't under the influence of anything, sober, and he felt them talking to him, you know, tell him everything's gonna be all right and blah blah blah. I don't know what else he said, but long story short, like at the end of his trip, right, the next day after that rainforest trip he had,
Right.
he saw a little blue ant like running on his little balcony, right when he went to take a coffee break, and then he got his camera recorded. I was like, holy shit!
Oh, he didn't try. I'm sorry. I'm surprised he didn't try to capture it.
Like, this the ant you're looking for?
This is it, little blue ant. Oh,
Yeah,
I
was like, that's a pretty wild story.
for real.
Yeah, because it
But
really
yeah,
took a different turn on like this content. He went like straight spiritual mode.
Damn. So I didn't get that far into it. I was just watching all his epic
Yeah, it was
people
good.
ants stealing eggs and ants walking into the wrong territory and
Yeah,
it's like some gang shit,
Yeah,
man.
that's some gang shit.
Dude, ants are interesting, man. I love ants, man. I love reading like and watching stuff about them. But yeah, but
I'll be stepping. I mean, yeah.
now if I see ant, I'm like, you got it, God, ant God. I don't even like killing them.
The
Unless they
big
come
ones
out.
die faster because they're too loud.
Big ant feet.
Yeah, I was like, nah, you're too big to be alive right now. Especially
gotta-
if they
gotta
infiltrated
go.
the house, right? They send those little solo ants, and there's like huge, like a size of like a $50.
Send like a ant scout. Remember that one video? I think you sent it on like IG. It was like somebody put like a piece of crab meat down. The ant saw it, ran back, told the homies that he replaced it with like a rock.
Oh shit! I don't remember
Did
that.
you did? Oh, somebody.
Yeah, that's probably somebody else.
I thought you said that to me. Like, okay, so like some dude put like a piece of crab meat in the ground. An ant smelled it, like tasted it. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get my people. So the ant went back to the colony, and you seem like they all marching back to where the crab meat's at. But he like, as soon as the ant walked away, he replaced it with like a little pebble.
What?
And then when the ant came back, and all the ants came back, he's like, it looked like he's trying to explain to him, like, I swear, like, it's like, it was some meat here. But it was just like,
And it was real, right? The whole shit was real.
it's all real. It's all real.
Because I mean, ants can't act like that, right?
No.
Nobody's like ant action. Pretend like you
And-
didn't see it. Yeah,
Right?
dogs be doing stuff like that too. Like I saw a video where you know, the owner is trying to train a dog, right? He puts like
Yeah.
a piece of meat, right? I don't know, maybe it was fish or something, and he leaves the room, and he tells the dog, "Don't eat it." He leaves the room for a long time, but the dog is smart. Like the dog ate that shit, right? But he knows where he hide the meat, so he went and found another meat, and he put it back on top, like where
Where it
you
was
know where it was at. So the owner came back. He was like, "Oh, good dog, eat." So he got two pieces,
Damn.
but it was on camera, so you know.
I saw this video this other day. This cat was locked in his room, and the cat it's like a, you know, like some doors have like a lock on top
Yeah.
of the frame. It comes down. This cat like climbed the shelf, lifted up the lock, went down and like unlocked the door and opened up and left.
Jesus.
They're
Yeah,
evolving,
cats-
man.
Cats are smart. I was hearing somebody talk about cats like in the spirit world. They say cats, like you don't pick the cats. Cats, they pick you.
Oh shit, I believe it.
They said,
They act like it. They act like that too.
yeah, it's for like for something. Either you need the cat for something, you know, like if you're going through something, that cat was supposed to be there for you or whatever moment that you're going through.
At that time, I believe that, man.
Yeah, that's why they're like, yeah, cats, they their standards like it's different. There's the reason why they do the shit on their own is because they know about the whole free will thing. They don't need to listen to anybody.
Yeah. Nah,
Like,
they do what they want.
yeah, they do what they want. Like they know.
They got worship.
Yeah, Egyptians
they got
worship them. You know.
I believe
Like,
it.
sure, you
There's a
can
reason-
shit in the house anywhere you want.
Yeah, that's why cats act like that. You don't own them; they own you, which kind of makes sense because you do have to feed them and take care of them. It's
Yeah.
not the other way around, so it
Like
makes
they-
sense,
It's like they earned it or something.
right?
But you don't know why. That's the crazy part.
They know.
Yeah. They tell
just
you
all
when they need affection. Like you don't have to give it to them like when you want.
Oh, they'll come to you if they want it.
Like, all right, I want affection now.
Human, what are you doing? Drop it. Pet me.
Stop everything you're doing, and then they get in front of the TV screen,
Laptops.
restart your laptop.
Yeah, but don't put a laptop around them. They'll sleep right on top of it.
Yeah, they say like cats, they like to mimic like their owners. So they say
Yeah.
like if you're on a laptop a lot, just buy the cat a small laptop, like a pretend laptop.
Yeah, it's like
Just rolls out of bed with the 100 bits.
they won't know a
you.
difference. They won't know a difference.
And then I see like a picture of a cat just type it on his little fake laptop.
Is he at work? He working from home?
Yeah, I remember like Bob when she used to be working like on her laptop, the cat Sushi, when he was still alive.
Yeah, I remember Sushi. R.I.P. Sushi.
Yeah, he would just step on her laptop like, no, I was like, nah, you're not doing nothing.
What do you mean work?
Sits on the whole fucking keyboard.
And then have the nerve to sleep on it.
Yeah.
Cats will sleep right on it.
Wait, what were we
Uh,
talking about?
Anyway, so back with the Mexico alien.
Oh, yeah.
Back to that.
Damn.
Back to the Mexico alien.
fucked
But yeah,
up.
the reason why they were saying like, okay, the alien probably couldn't be able to walk, whatever. Like the legs were like shattered. I was like, what if they were real and the gravity just like wrecked their legs, like because they're like ants, like they
That's
can't.
very possible, man.
Everybody's built to stand on this gravity. Like if we went to another planet, there's some gravity we wouldn't be able to withstand. We would get pulverized by it. So maybe aliens ain't no different, man.
Yeah,
But
I like the way you think because other people they would quickly just say this is fake, and they wouldn't even use like like thinking of other ways like how it could be possible or why is it that small,
oh, that's the easy way out, man. That's the easy way out.
It's too easy. They're not even
Too
just
easy.
using their brain a little bit.
You're not even trying to have fun. Come on.
Yeah, you took it to the next level. I've never even heard of anybody say anything like that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the legs are shattered. I'm like, man, because the gravity can,
Yeah,
Little
maybe
bodies,
they're so bougie where they don't even need to walk because everything they're doing is like telepathically,
For real, maybe hey, look, maybe
It's
they got
just
those
all
hover
brain
chairs.
power. Yeah.
Maybe they got those hover chairs like Frieza. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
You ain't gonna walk around. This is like
Who the hell need to walk, right? Like if you're like above all that.
advanced
Walking
society.
is like
man.
primitive.
It is. It's tiring.
Yeah. It's
But if you
rough
take
on the
that-
body because
It is.
on top
Wearing
of
them
that
feet-
gravity, we got to deal with all that weight.
For real,
Imagine being 800 pounds. Goodbye ankles.
man. You
You're gonna
done.
wish you know how to float.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay, so the dude, what's that dude's name? Masona, Jaime Musana, the guy who brought the claims up, because he's been like on this crusade for years, trying to bring up all this information about with these tiny UFOs, these tiny aliens. He's been doing it for like years. I think he's even got like a documentary out too and all that, which I'm thinking about checking that out. What's it called? I gotta look at the name. I just had it up too. It's called Unearthing Nazca: The Complete Story. Because supposedly,
Nazca?
Nazca, Nazca. I haven't got a chance to watch this little documentary he had about it yet, but basically, it's supposed to talk about like how these beings supposedly existed back then, around that era of like the Aztec era. I'm assuming. But then, all right. So then, but actually, the two that he brought forward in front of the Mexico Congress,
Yeah.
he had named them because like apparently one of them supposedly had like feet, like had eggs inside of them. One was a female, one was a male. The two that he presented to
Whoa. I
the
didn't know
mummified
that.
bodies. Yeah, one was a male and the other one was a female. And the female supposedly had eggs in it. That's what he said when he discovers like they found like little eggs inside of her. But he had named them. One's the female's name is Clara, and the male mummified alien body was called Mauricio. And yeah, and he said like, 'cause anybody's asked questions like, well, how'd you come across these mummified bodies? And he gave the answer of, well, in due time I will explain, but as of right now, this is just what I got. So
Was
he's
it
never told anybody where he got it from.
was it discovered in Peru?
It was in Peru, but they asked him like, but I guess people were asking like, how'd you come across these bodies? How'd you find? Did you dig them up? Were they given to you? And he
Right,
won't
right.
explain. You know, shit. As far as we know, the aliens might have given him the body. We don't know, but he ain't saying nothing. He's like, I'll tell at appropriate time. My brain was thinking like, okay, he probably got some kind of contract with him saying like, okay, whenever they ready, then he has to do it.
Yeah.
He can't say it whenever he wants.
So like for a fact, like the body, they did the whole DNA testing, and they said they found like I don't know, it was 30-40% like human, right? And then the rest was like unknown.
It was
DNA.
unknown DNA that was not human.
See,
And
that's a big facts right there. Like where people they're trying to dismiss that, saying, "Oh, this is like a fake thing." But dude, the DNA you can't lie on that, you know.
look, man.
Like if it's like an unknown origin, unknown species, like, and then for a fact they did the whole carbon testing, and it was dated like over 1,000 years old. That's all real stuff.
Old shit.
Either like this is like the biggest troll like they did like from back then. Like let's say back then they made a fake alien, right?
Right.
Just to fuck with people, and then it just went too far.
Yeah. There was I was listening to a podcast earlier because I was like, okay, let me make sure. Cause it's been a while since I looked at this story. Because that's what, almost 2 months ago now, damn near. Actually, no, early this month. But anyways, I like did some more research just to get a refresher. And somebody brought up the option of like, hey, like back then, like, since during ancient times, people had free time. There's like no internet, no TV, no radio, no nothing. And so a lot of times they would build stuff. And the option I was brought forward on the podcast I was listening to was like, what if it's just like a doll that they made? Like, hey, let's make a doll that look like us. And of course, many centuries later, over 1,000 years later, it looks like now we're saying like it's an alien. When back then it was probably like, hey, let's make a doll. So it might be like a case of mistaken identity. So there's a lot of options being,
Yeah, that could be. Of course, that's like a.
Possibility.
Like you can't really argue with that. Like that could be true too.
Yeah.
But the only thing about that is the other part of like the DNA. Like they didn't. It's unknown origin. So even if they did like make a doll like that. Like
what's
just
why
for
the human
fun,
DNA?
where did they get the other DNA where they can't even pinpoint, okay, where did this other DNA come from? Because it's not from Earth. Or it doesn't exist on Earth. It hasn't been documented.
Let alone human DNA.
Right.
So like, were they building dolls out of human skin? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe like, like when the alien came from like another dimension or a parallel reality, his legs got mangled.
Yeah, he's like, please help me and my pregnant alien wife. And then he died. I don't know. Who knows?
Take my legs out first.
But Ryan Graves, do you know? What was I about to say?
Oh no, go ahead.
Ryan Graves, do you remember that guy? He's like the Navy. He's that Navy pilot that caught the UFO on film. He was supposed to be like I guess he was supposed to come forward too, and Mexico's Congress to talk about it, and he didn't like feel comfortable with it. He was saying like, in fact, he doesn't even believe the guy who brought this forward, brought the mummified alien bodies forward. The guy, the Navy pilot who saw a UFO, that the main dude, Ryan Graves, who saw the UFO himself.
Wait,
he doesn't even.
The name was wrong.
He's one of the pilots, I think. Which one is it?
You're talking about the guy he caught like the TikTok, like he was like a fighter pilot.
Yeah, I think he's like a fighter pilot. Yeah. Ryan Graves, I think his name is. Because he accepted an invitation to like the Mexican Congress. Because I guess they wanted to keep the momentum going for like the guys like.
Okay, I never heard that name though.
Yeah, Ryan Graves. Because I think we had like several pilots that came out saying like, yeah, I saw UFOs and I was a pilot. I think he's the one that was like one of the more popular ones we saw. Maybe I can't remember. It's so many names. But he actually came forward like actually saying like he didn't even believe like the whole alien mummified body, and he thinks that like, hey, because I actually saw a real UFO, this is gonna hurt my credibility to my story because I don't believe this story might be fake. So it's kind of like two UFO camps are like bumping heads over this now.
Yeah. To me, like I think it's real. I think whatever they found was real. It was 1,000-year-old. I think nobody in this world fucked with it. Like if it was fake, it was fucked with 1,000 years ago. But
Yeah.
it's a real thing, Because they found like this other like mummy, right? And they scanned the body, and then it looks so damn complicated and everything. But then like out of nowhere, they said it was fake and stuff. I was like, damn,
What? Shit,
like
man.
what they doing out there? I know like the people that know like the real aliens like are here. There's no reason to even prove to people. Because here's the thing, when you prove like to people that aliens are real, what are the people gonna do? Like, oh, okay, we believe you. Good job.
Shit, now
What
everybody's
next,
gonna
right?
believe you.
Yeah, it's like the people that know like the aliens are real, like they, they're on a whole nother mission. They don't need to convince like regular people
Right.
because it does nothing for them.
It's like I'm just
Because
trying
regular
to get
people just gonna sit there and comment, "Oh, this is fake. This is like it looks like a Men in Black movie."
the
Blah blah
internet
blah,
detective.
same shit. Like, and then the people that know it's real, is like, okay, yeah, whatever. Let's move on. Let's keep continuing. Whatever we discovered.
Because clearly we need more evidence because our
Yeah.
body's not enough.
But
anymore.
I don't think they should get the evidence just to prove to like the public eye, because the public is, it's like to me it's like shit now.
Man, you'll
We
never
don't-
win
Yeah, we don't. Us as a public, we don't appreciate nothing.
at all.
Like you
Like
can win
aliens.
you can win like 10 boxing fights, but you lose one, you're shit now. That's how the
Yeah.
public treat you.
That's all it is. All it takes is one.
Yeah, I was
one
like, what the
L.
hell? I was like, I thought you guys
Yeah.
loved me. Like, I didn't want to get knocked out. Like, what? You
think
guys
I
don't
came
like
here to
me no
lose?
more? Yeah, that's so fucked up.
That came here to lose. I'll take it. But at the same time, though, I feel like a lot of people just want a lot of people like to watch other people fall and fail. Which is sad. But yeah, that's it for that alien story. I really ain't got too much on it because it's kind of like
Yeah, that was an
really
old
cool.
story, but that was one like we should have been on top of if we were still alive.
we would that would have been like, oh man, we definitely been we definitely did that episode already.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's like almost like everybody covered that. I heard both sides of the story. Oh, it could be fake, could be real. And then
Yeah.
like the dude that was actually like talking about it to the Congress and stuff, like he was known to like hoaxing stuff. So
Yeah,
that kind of shit on the credibility of that whole
Already.
shit. I was like, okay, why did they put him to do that? Put somebody else.
we get somebody.
Yeah, it
but I
was-
guess I don't know. Yeah, I agree. They should have got somebody else more credible
Like,
to
yeah, like
present.
if like I'm pretty sure like his like legit too, but with his background and his whole
not a good look.
his whole history of what happened,
It's not a good look.
just get somebody else to do it, so they can't
Fresh face.
so they can't use that against him, or against the whole discovery of this thing. He might be the
Right.
wrong person to come out and say, "Hey, let's talk about this." Like, no, man, you did that hoax, right? Like, how can we trust you?
For real.
So we're gonna take a quick break. Be right back. I got like a scary story.
Ew.
And we're back. All right, next story. So since it's October, we're gonna talk about like some spooky stuff. All right, so there's this painting called "Woman in the Rain." It was they said it's a cursed painting by a Ukrainian artist who painted this painting like a long time ago. I think she painted this painting like in 1996 or something, and then she named it "Woman in the Rain." It's
Okay.
depicting a sad, pale woman in a strange black headdress standing in the rain. So this painting caused a strange phenomenon in homes of buyers, like leading to its return. So this painting when she was painting it, she said she felt like like goosebumps and stuff. It's almost like she saw the image before she even painted. Like she was almost like guided to paint like this image. I wish
Right.
I should have got this picture. My bad. But the
Oh.
picture looked like a goat lady with like hair, like a goat head. Like it looks fucking weird, dude. It looks like
What?
a spirit in another world. So like she started selling this painting on the internet, and then every time like people bought it, they would experience like a lot of like strange shit that would happen around the house. And then they would say like, "Oh, I think this painting is, giving it bad luck," like that. Like people would hear like noises in their house, walls banging, and then like, you know what? This house was normal until I bought this painting. So let me just return this painting.
Yeah,
So
let me find my receipt.
yeah, they would return the painting to her. She's like, "Damn, I guess I gotta put it back for sale." She sells it again, and she sells it to a woman, and then the woman, she receives it. She's like, "What the fuck is this? Like, why is my house so damn weird now? Excuse me. So then like the woman, she ended up returning it, and then she sold it to like another man, right? And he was experiencing all this weird shit like in the house, and he was like, hold on, like is something wrong with like this painting? Like why, like, you know, like they couldn't sleep. They would have weird ass dreams. They would get like sleep paralysis and stuff like that.
Oh.
And then like he was telling her, he was like, you know what, I want to return the painting, but you don't even have to pay me back. Like I just want to give it back to you, because he felt that strange about it, you know. So that's when the lady realized, like, you know what, I think this painting is cursed, because all those 3 buyers, like, they didn't know nothing about the painting or nothing, but they all returned to her with a weird story saying, hey, something's wrong with this. Like, I'm experiencing a lot of weird stuff happening. So that's when she was like, oh shit, maybe something is wrong with this painting, because when she did paint it back like in 96, she was experiencing like some weird like entity, like, you know, kind of like forcing her to paint like something that was just like in her mind. But it's not really like her style, you know?
So it's almost like she was possessed.
Yeah. So like the last known article about the painting was like in the mid like 2000s, where she sold it for like $500, and nobody even know where the painting is at now, because I think like it caught wind that this was like a legit cursed painting from a Ukrainian artist. So they probably like selling it, like reselling it as like a cursed painting.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people are into that shit.
Hell yeah, people always want that shit.
Yeah, like you ever heard like
rich people.
Yeah, or people that just like weird like creepy shit like that.
Yeah.
Like you ever heard the debug box? How you say it? Debug. It's called like a debug box. Dybbuk box or some shit. It's like this thing. I think it's like originated like in Israel, where they create like a box, and then it's like whatever they put stuff in there, but there's all like stuff that's like really like spiritually connected with like other shit, like weird stuff, right? And then they will put it in a box. They lock it up in a box. Like let's say it's like a haunted doll. They will put it in a box, and then they will put wax all around it, and then you know, whoever opens that box is gonna receive all the curses.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, so like they have like a bunch of YouTube channels where they have people like unboxing like Dybbuk boxes. Yeah. Where they would just buy like on eBay or on the dark web, and then they would order it, and then they send them the box, and then they would do the openings on like on eBay and on YouTube. I remember like this guy, he got like they sent him like live fish, right? But they sent him like piranhas.
Why?
They sent him like piranhas and stuff, but it was like in blue water so that it can breathe for a long time. They're like, you know, it's illegal to send piranhas, but they sent him like a Jesus Christ proton. But
is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, she's doing new stuff.
I can hear.
But they also sent like a USB drive, right, with the video on it. And they said like the video, it almost showed like little kids being like decapitated and stuff.
Oh.
And like being burned. And then like they had like a piece of clothing like in like a kid's backpack. It had blood all over it. They're like, what the fuck is this? They probably received like evidence from like a crime scene, dude.
That's what I'm saying, man. You got some murder shit, man.
Yeah, it's creepy. And with this whole curse painting thing, it reminds me of like the Dybbuk box. Where people, they curse items and then they just keep it locked up in a box.
Man, that's when you send in there's a show called Warehouse something. I can't remember the name.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, where they go
like
around
21,
and like
24.
Yeah, some shit. And they go around
have,
and cook
ancient
like
items, yeah.
Yeah, like their job is like go around the world and cook like cursed items, and they all shove them into like a warehouse. But every episode is like a cursed pin, or like a pin, just like a pin will be cursed or something like that, and they gotta track down the cursed object.
Yeah,
and,
I remember that. That was
bring
cool.
it in. It was a good show.
It's a cool show. But yeah, that painting is long gone, probably in the hands of like somebody who is famous, like Drake or something.
Drake got up in his living room.
So, oh yeah, I got this cursed painting from a Ukrainian artist in 1996.
$500. Gotta
Comes with like a
Degrassi.
succubus attached to it. That's the one
Gotta
that
remind-
rapes people.
Yeah.
Well, it says
Gotta remind-
succubus like the female, right? And then the incubus is the male. Or
thought it was
is it
both
the other way
female.
around?
Succubus is female. Incubus
It's the male, right?
will be the male. Yeah. The succubus is definitely female.
Yeah. I think the incubus got me last year or something. I can't tell the
Where's
story
that?
again because it's kind of nasty,
Oh God.
but it still
Say that-
hurts.
Oh, save that for Halloween.
Still hurts. I woke up, I was like, hey, why is it burning? What? Is this real?
Why
I
did
was
I-
like, is this real life? It's
How does
crazy.
everything hurt?
I was like, I'm not going to tell nobody about this. And then you fast for like 3-4 months. I was like, Chris, man, dude. I think they
got me.
did me one time. All right, moving on. Chris, you got another story?
Yeah, hold on. I got
Wait, you want to
let's
talk about that data leak?
Oh yeah, do the
23andMe?
data leak. That's the new one. That's a good one. Yeah, do the data leak.
All right, so like I don't know the details, but I found out recently that there has been a data leak for 23andMe, which is the DNA company where you send your DNA and then they tell you, you know, the origins of your blood, how far your blood stretch and stuff. All right, so like word on the street is that this has been leaked, and people are now buying people's like DNA or whatever the information on their DNA on the dark web. So I think it was like 100 or like 1,000 like people's DNA for like $1,000 or some shit like that.
What?
Or if you want like 500,000 people's different DNA, you got to pay like 100,000. That's called like the enterprise pack and stuff.
The deluxe package.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit! Like, if there's like a demand for people to buy like different people's DNA, what exactly are they doing with that information? Because
That
not a
was
normal
my-
person needs nothing about that. It's more like people that actually knows what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, especially with some DNA. Most people don't know what to do with that.
Yeah,
Most
so
people don't know what to
like
do
you would
with shit.
think like companies are buying this information.
I think so.
And I
would
think
so.
here's my theory about what's going on. I think it was like a self-sabotage. Like I never even think like they never wanted to hold the information like that. They actually wanted to like give it away. So they did like a
And
purposely.
the whole time.
It's like
Yeah.
they purposely sabotaged themselves for a purposely data leak.
Mm.
So like the people that actually can get it illegally, they can
Can.
get on the dark web.
If you know the right people, man.
Right.
I feel like this happened before. I don't know if this happened before or everybody just figured this would happen eventually. Like somebody would get a hold of all that DNA information. I can't remember,
Yeah,
but
we talked about it. But yeah,
Plenty of times.
I'm thinking like it could be like a self-sabotage, but on purpose, you know, because they don't want to get in trouble too. Like because
Yeah,
they actually want to sell that DNA information, but they can't
It's like-
they can't do that, of course. But if they
It's-
the loophole is like if they get data leaked, right? If they should get hacked, that's the loophole. Like, oh,
yeah.
now we can get away. Now we can't get in trouble as like a private company.
Oh no, they robbed us.
Yeah, it's like it's like that. Like, oh
We didn't see this
god, what are we
coming.
gonna do? Like, the whole data's been leaked out.
Set it up the whole time.
Oh no! Oh, now the dark web is telling it.
Oops,
oh.
sorry guys.
Oh.
So you can't reimburse these
CRISPR.
people.
CRISPR, like we got data leak, and they're selling our stuff on the dark web in this link right here, and it's actually them selling it.
Right? Data seller. I don't buy it. How you lose track of all that shit?
CRISPR's like, oh god, oh shit, that many people have Atlantis blood.
It's literally like a genetic. That's literally a genetic blood. It's a Atlantis blood.
How many
Oh,
people
no.
got Atlantis blood? Atlantean blood?
Oops, we lost it. No,
Yeah,
it's
because
like-
it reminds me of like the Atlantis movie, the Disney one, where only
Yeah.
the people with like Atlantis blood can operate the vehicles. I was like,
Oh,
oh
shit.
shit! And then like
You know
I
what
was
you're
thinking
talking
about like the spaceships that they catch, right? And they're like, oh, we don't even know how this spaceship works. And I was thinking, I was like, dude, maybe it only works for people with like the bloodline,
Yes.
right? Because
It's
in
like how
the
they make
Disney
it-
movie Atlantis, they had that whole bloodline, and they were like riding in those
Yeah.
motorcycles.
Yeah, it's like how they sort of make guns now to where like with guns, where it's like it's only gonna be operated by the owner's fingerprints. It's only like it's gonna belong to you. It's like that, yeah.
Yep. So I'm thinking like maybe they got a hold of like a lot of like like spacecraft where they cannot operate because they need like a special type of, I don't know, human DNA.
Yeah.
So maybe that's when they came up with the company 23andMe. Make it fun, right, for everybody to know like exactly where your bloodline came from. But then like the darker side of it, they're actually looking for particular bloodlines to do something. Right.
It's like you ever see that movie Unbreakable with like Bruce Willis and Samuel Jackson?
Shyamalan?
Yeah. And Samuel Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shyamalan. Yeah, Shyamalan movie.
Shyamalan.
And Samuel Jackson plays that dude with the brittle bones and da-da-da. He's like, I was born with these brittle bones. So he falls on steps, his whole body shatters like glass. And in the movie, because he has this huge like bone disease to himself, he believes there's somebody on the opposite end of the spectrum who is unbreakable. And so, spoiler alert for whoever hasn't seen this 23-year-old movie, but he talks about how basically Samuel Jackson winds up becoming like a terrorist, blows up planes, cruise ships, trains, and he's like, somewhere out there's someone the opposite of me who is unbreakable. I just have to find that one person. So he just basically organizes all these terroristic attacks just to find the one sole survivor and be like, that's him. That's the person I'm looking for, the one that survived. Something that everybody else died in. And that's how I see like the whole thing with the whole 23andMe things. Like, yeah, they harvested all this blood and DNA and all this stuff from people. Well, not deep blood, but this DNA from all these people. But they just need to find like that one. That one DNA. So it's not like everybody's like maybe 100 people out of all the million people that probably used. I think it's like, I almost think it's probably like that. Like, we just need to find the 100 people. Because everybody's going to be like Atlantean blood. It's going to be like maybe a few dozen, maybe 100.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's like, hey, how about we set up a program where people can just be willingly, because I'm pretty sure don't nobody read none of them damn them agreements and shit when they do the 23andMe or 21andMe, whatever the hell it
like
is.
How much information like they're allowing them to get.
Yeah, they're giving up to them. Yeah, they're like, how much information you giving up to them over? It's probably more than just your cotton swab.
Yeah, it's just like TikTok with their agreement. Like, how much information are they taking from your phone?
Man,
like, are you allowing us to have access to you doing other stuff on other apps?
Yep.
It's like
he's okay with this user agreement. You checked yes, so
yeah. Like, if you actually read
all your rights.
I remember when Joe Rogan was reading, he was like, "Holy shit!" Like, they literally telling you, like they have access to your phone, like literally.
They're not hiding it either.
Yeah, they're not hiding it. I'm pretty sure, like, if you, this is why, like, with Apple, like they have all this new stuff where if you don't allow like camera access, you don't allow like all photo access. It's just recent, like maybe like a few years now, where they started implementing that in like every app developer, where the protocol is like, when you develop an app, you have to use those guidelines in your app, because you can't just say like, or you can't just like like do all that stuff and not tell them you're having access to the camera. You got to give them the option, like, okay, we're having. You have to allow access to your camera or allow access to all your photos, because they know like before all
camera
that.
Location.
Yeah, because before like all that, before like Apple caught wind of like what these app developers were doing, they're like, holy shit! Like, these app developers are. How much information or data did they collect that whole time before like Apple caught wind of it and be like, all right, we have to set the put the little speed bump here. And be like, all right, you guys gotta, add all this new stuff to where you have to tell them, like, if they allow you to do it.
After you got
all that shit already.
Shit. Okay, well then we'll put these speed bumps in the way for us after the fact.
Yeah, like Apple's like, oh shit, they did a lot of damage, but let's try to control it a little bit.
Man, some damage
control.
That
shit's crazy.
Let's pretend.
Yeah, and then like TikTok, they took it next level. I think they have like full control of everything. They even know your bowel movements and everything. Like, oh, Chris likes to take a dump at 4:27 p.m. Counting 5, 4, 3, and there it is.
And he's up.
They know everything. They know the food you like.
And he just ran out of toilet paper, and now he's stuck. Like, they know everything.
And the thread on his tire is low.
Right.
Like, we know everything. We know about your car too. That's so crazy. All right, I gotta take a quick break. and then we'll come back. And we're back. All right, Chris, you got a story?
Yeah, let's talk about this. This is one of the stories I heard last week. Why am I scrolling the other way? It says UK school gets AI chatbot as its principal head teacher.
A UK school?
Yeah.
Ukrainian?
Yeah. UK, the United Kingdom.
Oh, United Kingdom. Okay.
Yeah, so so they actually just started implementing a UK school is actually just implementing like an AI chatbot as its principal head teacher. While I'm saying like the school headmaster told that the AI chatbot is named Abigail has been developed with an abundance of knowledge in machine learning and educational management and ability to process huge collections of data. The dude that's the headmaster of school's name's Tom Rogerson. He basically was he's the headmaster of the school in the UK, and basically he's saying like, hey, this new AI program we're implementing into the school is not to replace teachers for now. And he didn't say that part. That's what I'm saying. But he's saying like for now, like because eventually I think it's going to go in that direction. But he's saying like this is supposed to be like an assistant tool to help us deal with the abundance of teachers, and this AI tool is supposed to help us like guide us how to like create like a basically like a tighter learning and educational system. And AI bots basically gonna help them give them guidelines on how to deal with what should they like not so much of what they should teach, but with all this data and stuff, like, okay, let's kind of break it down to what kids need to learn this, what kids need to learn that. And also the AI bot is going to help them deal with kids with ADHD. So it's supposed to cover like a whole spectrum of stuff. It says the headmaster told that he's using the AI bot, like I said, to help students and to help support staff and students with ADHD with writing and also writing school policies as well too. Because I don't know if it's like a teacher shortage around the world or whatever, but a lot of schools seem like they're just getting beat up right now, and they need AI assistants now to help give them guidelines with how to deal with kids and whatnot.
I would think they need a lot of assistance as far as like teaching these damn kids, because these kids they're so distracted with all the little technology in their pocket. So I think the teachers need all the help they can, and I'm pro AI for that. I'm
all for it.
I say, hey, if they need an AI principal, run it.
I'm for it until like
you can't be tardy because what? You think the AI is gonna feel sympathy for you because you shit in your pants?
AI's gonna like wipe them out, wipe them all out.
Bob says, "Welcome back, Chris. I can see the white in your beard."
Oh right, like this shit. I don't know. I must have been stressing out, man.
You got your chat up, Chris?
Can you hear me?
No, you got your chat, your Twitch chat.
My chat. No.
She says there's a shortage. Them kids bad as hell. Yeah, Bob knows. Bob has 2 badass kids. Yeah, I said it. No, Bob got good kids. I don't know about Jar though.
So they can't even say anything without getting fired.
Yeah, Jar is built different.
These kids be look. The kids be.
Jay's built kind of different too. Like I don't think he cares about anything.
He's like whatever.
Like if a kidnap truck was to kidnap him, like Jace would actually be in the kidnap truck before they try to kidnap him, and they'll probably tell him to leave too.
Like, where we going?
They're like, no, you got to get out, big kid.
It's too big. Too big. We want something smaller.
I told you come kidnap me.
Why don't you want me?
Yeah, Judy in the background. She's producing the show now. She's gonna control everything.
Yeah.
She does all the camera change.
Honestly, we've needed this for years, to be honest.
Yeah, we needed that the intern that would do everything for free,
Oh my god.
Well, I'm paying Judy like, how am I paying you? Like high fives? Yep. Yeah. Paying her with high fives and beer.
That's enough. That should be enough. Yeah. So the headmaster said this AI is supposed to be helping out. This AI called Abigail. Abigail. That sounds like some kind of stern teacher. Has been developed with an abundance of knowledge in machines, learning, and educational management, with an ability to process huge data. So sometimes, and this is what he said, sometimes having someone or something there to help you is very calming, a calming influence. It's nice to think that someone who is unbelievably well trained is there to help you make decisions. He also talks about too, like when he's like being headmaster and stuff, he doesn't have the answers to everything. He can't figure everything out, and it's good to have like to get help and not have to wait for help. Yeah. And you got this AI on standby, basically like, and it's designed like almost very specifically as AI chatbot. Is there on standby, ready to like help you out with anything dealing with kids. He also emphasized that this move is not in any way undermining human judgment. He said, it doesn't mean you don't ever need to seek counsel from humans. Of course you do. It's just very calming and reassuring knowing that you don't have to call anybody up, bother someone, or you don't have to wait around for an answer. Says the headmaster also wound up saying that is also issuing also the AI bots can be issuing instructions to the rest of the staffs for various issues and helping children with special needs. So, because dealing with kids with special needs is it's very difficult, and people can lose their patience over it. Right, and so Abigail, this AI chatbot's gonna be like, "Hey, this is what you need to do to deal with this kid. What is a kid's special need? My AI brain's gonna break down how to take care of this kid that you may not be."
I think like the special need kids, they would always need a real person on standby,
real shit
at all times, because keyword special, right? Like they all have individually, they all have like special like disabilities. Yeah. So like.
And everything's
you're gonna reprogram a bot to like work with Billy Waters and his diabetic, and he doesn't like touching fabric, he freaks out, like what are you gonna teach how do you program a robot like that? You can just tell a person like, hey, don't let him touch any clothes,
and that's it.
That boy freaks out, like
yeah,
I think like the special need kids, like they don't need like AI, they just need like a real person.
Yeah, with the AI, that's what AI is going to come in. It's like, I guess if you're a teacher that has to deal with a kid with special needs, the AI is going to be able to assist the teacher, because AI is going to be like, hey, what's this kid have? Autism?
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. That works.
Yeah, because dealing with kids with special needs is I've never really been in that situation, but I imagine it's difficult because every special need is like a case by case situation. Right. So some kids may have a special need for this, but like another kid that may have autism, maybe like a specific need for this. But the AI bot, once you break it down to them, it'd be like, Abigail will be able to tell you like, okay, what's this kid's special need? Computing. This is what you do. This is how you need to approach the situation. So it's more like an AI teacher assistant than it is a headmaster. Yeah, you remember like how you used to have like teacher assistants back in the day? That one teacher that used to sit in the corner and just be like, just be there.
Yeah, and they'd be hot too. I mean,
yeah, and it's always hot. It's always like a teacher assistant. It was always hot. I never understood that, but
yeah, that's just word on the street. But yeah, I think like AI assisting like not only like with teachers but like with doctors too, because there's like a study that they did like a test, right? Where they gave all these notes on these patients, like issues that they were having, their symptoms that they explained to doctors, right? And they're giving it all the information to a doctor, and then they gave all the information to like ChatGPT, and let's see if we can find like the problem a lot faster. And then like 90% like ChatGPT like found like the correct like diagnosis like for the patient, like real quick, just from like the notes that they gave. So I think like it's in the future. I mean, even now, I think like AI is gonna help a lot, like with the medical field, as far as them like diagnosing like patients, instead of like the doctors trying to wing it or them just trying to look it up themselves. I think like with ChatGPT or like whatever artificial intelligence program that they're using, it's gonna help a lot, like with them diagnosing like their patients a lot faster, trying to figure out the problem faster, and then they get to the bottom of it without guessing too much.
Right. Yeah, I would assume they would be able to help out fast too, because you have like somebody like say who are like neurosurgeons and who are like, I'll give you an example, like this dude named I can't remember his name. His name's Ben something. He's kind of a dumbass, but he's like a very like one of the best neurosurgeons in the world. Damn. And black guy, very very intelligent neurosurgeon, and he is able to do neurosurgery in ways that's almost like magic. Like he's like a wizard with it. But thing is though, no people ever talk about how did he get to this point. It's all like trial and error. How many people died underneath his knife doing these experiments and trying to figure out how to be the best neurosurgeon he could be. The AI bot could probably just cut all that middle part out, but like, look, you ain't gotta do no test. I'll let you know. No trial and error. We'll make you the best neurosurgeon you can be from scratch.
Yeah, I think that's how like most of like the new discoveries like they make like in the medical world.
Mm.
It's like a doctor that's like been doing like this underground shit, like where patients like he's doing like new shit on patients, right? Just to test it
Mm.
out. But like a lot of patients like were dying, but it's like, all right, let me try this new thing. Like,
Which is
do you think like a doctor like that should be punished like for testing out like new treatments, but without like actually telling people? But it's actually like doing
yes.
like shit like in the background, like, oh, let me just try this new style out.
Let me
But
try
then
this
like
kickflip.
people were actually dying in the process.
I think they should be able. I mean, it has to be like if you're gonna be that type of doctor, I think there needs to be like a whatever the doctor or the neurosurgeon is trying to perform on the patient. It should be on the patient should know too. It should just be like, hey, like I'm gonna try this kickflip on their brain, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if it works
Yeah,
type shit.
I think,
It
yeah,
should be some knowledge.
I think
And
it did.
if they keep the secret, no, lock the ass up. You ain't
Right, I
no.
did. I think it did came down to the point where they're actually telling like the patients like, okay, we're gonna do like this new treatment on you, and then you gotta sign this waiver. And then
Yeah.
the cop, I mean not the cop, the doctor's like, all right, yeah, I can do this kickflip on your brain, like, because I think it
Yeah,
might work.
that's different. Then that's different.
That's just a
Then,
joke, but you know
yeah,
what we're talking about, right?
yeah. But no, that's because there was like this guy. He'd been in the news for years. I've been following the story until it just finally just ended, like last year. This guy, he has like this disease where it's a terminal disease. I can't remember what it is, but basically like he's basically a vegetable from head to toe. And so the doctors, I can't remember what country it was. It might have been in Europe. They wanted to test out this experimental testing. This experiment of transferring the first human head to another body, brain and everything.
I
And
remember this one.
yeah, it went on for years, and the guy was down with it, but he bailed out like at like the last second, man. Right before midnight, he was like, "I'm done. I don't want to do it." Because I guess it kept like extending it and dragging out for so long. But they had told him like his chances of survival was like next to nothing. But he's like, "Well, I got nothing else to live for. Transfer my head. Like I don't care. Like I'm gonna die anyways from the terminal disease." But he backed out the last minute. He just like, "I don't want to do it." So I guess
Damn.
he's like, "I'd rather be a vegetable." So, but they let him know. They told him like, "Hey, this is an experiment. We about to do like the first human head transfer in ever in human history, without magic." So,
Yeah, that
without magic.
reminds me of what's his name, Walt Disney, where he's in like a
Oh, yeah.
cryo tank, right?
His ass is frozen,
Yeah,
supposedly.
he's frozen until like whenever they figure out the technology to bring him back to life. Is that wild? You think that's
Man, hell
possible?
yeah. He's like, "What the hell? What's this black person doing in my Disney movie?" You gonna be pissed.
Yeah, like
Disney.
just put his
Oh, Disney was
sleeve into like
wild.
a new body, his
Hmm.
hard drive, everything
Yo,
like
what,
in his brain, like stored in a cloud.
man, look, once we start making them stacks, it's a wrap, man. We can move past this body shit.
Man, ask the government how many stacks they got already.
Come on.
All
I, think,
right,
I believe these politicians got stacks. They just
you look at
they're all
Biden. He probably got like the worst one.
he got the stack. He's like, as soon as I clock out, guess what? I'm gonna be the next president too. I'm gonna just be get put into a new body.
Yeah, they got some old crusty ass like alien in his body and shit. Don't even know how to walk or nothing, right? And then, that's crazy. Meanwhile, like the real Biden's like in like a cryo tank,
Yep.
trying to get his cells back and shit.
It might be a clone Biden, a younger clone of Biden.
Yeah, I
So
think
when his
I think
old body dies,
I think the Biden now is a stunt double. You know how
so.
Hitler, yeah, stunt doubles.
Yeah,
What's his name?
body doubles and shit.
Korean guy, stunt doubles.
Oh, Kim Jong. Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
he
thing.
got stunt doubles. I think every like big politician leader has a stunt double, and I think Biden has like, I don't know,
You
the
got a lot.
retarded one.
The body.
He
The
could have
body
picked a
breaking
better
apart,
stunt
man.
double, you know?
That body breaking apart, man. Trump's body's on to break apart too. He was talking about earlier. He was like, "Yeah, I ran against Trump in World." No, Trump was talking about recently, like, I ran against Obama, and then we were arguing about World War II. We're like, what the?
Damn.
He breaking down,
Damn,
man.
they got him too.
Yeah, his body collapsing too, man.
Yeah, he been gone. His body's gone. He got body snatch. What was that movie? Body Snatcher or whatever.
body snatchers. Yeah,
Yeah, his body's gone.
invasion of the body snatchers. But yeah, now they about to go straight up. Was it carbon? Was it Alter Carbon?
Alter Carbon. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been on that, man. Damn old people. And only people, and it makes sense that they can only afford it. Us poor people, we can't get that shit.
Yeah, poor people, we get like duplicates of like people that already exist.
Right.
So that's when you see your doppelgangers like running around in public. Like,
Commit
hold
crime.
on. It's like that movie, that the Creator movie, right?
Oh, the movie's dope, man.
Right. And then they show like them at like football events. Like you see like the people dressed up as the Creator people, right?
Mhm.
And then this guy makes a TikTok, right? And he's saying like, "Hey, that's me. That's my clone." And you look at him, he looks just like that black robot, like at a Titans game or whatever.
Oh, I think it's about the movie for a second, the actual movie, The Creator. But you're talking about
Yeah,
Creator.
in real life, where they're promoting the movie, and
Oh, okay.
they had like people that was dressed up as like the robots from the Creator movie at football
Got you.
games, right?
Little hole in the head.
Yeah, they had that little hole in the head. Like I think it was like a Titan game or one of those games, but it was like a real football game that they were at, right? But then like a guy that was watching the show, he was looking at the black guy that was dressed up as the AI robot. He was saying like he was saying like that's exactly me. He was like that's his clone. And then he made the TikTok. He showed his picture of him. It looks just like him, right? And then you look at the AI bot in the video. It looks just like him. So he's saying
Gotta
like
make
he's
it out
saying like
likeness.
they cloned me. Like they're using my model.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think in the movie The Creator, they was using people's. I think the AI was using like deceased people's faces. I think
Right.
or something. But yeah, they started building
Or
on
like people
bodies.
that sell their likeness. Like let's say you're a celebrity, you know, like you're like,
Yeah.
all right, let me just sell my likeness. But they're
Right.
still alive. But then you can get like the likeness and then like recreate it into like a real bot.
Yeah. You ever saw that Black Mirror? The one with Salma Hayek, the one with the Netflix show, like Everyone Hates Joan.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was just like
We saw
she was
it.
like when she said with the user agreement, she signed up to the user agreement, and it was like, oh, we could use your likeness on this show
Right. Just like
about your
that.
life. Yeah, it's like
Like
you
you
don't
don't
even
even
realize
know. Yeah, like
this
all
show
these
about your.
like these social media apps, like yeah, we can use your likeness, like whatever selfie you post, like we can just take your selfie and then
Get the
like
ball.
recreate it in whatever ad or whatever we want.
Yeah, that's what the Hollywood the Hollywood writer strike was going on. A lot of it was coming down because like they were trying to like Hollywood is trying to replace like background actors and actresses. They're trying to replace them with all AI, but they're talking about like they were trying to get like background actors and actresses to like, hey, we will pay you like $300 to get your likeness, and then we'll use it for the rest of our life, no
Right.
matter what.
I think
And
Bruce
it was kind
Willis
of
did
like
that, right?
I think Bruce Willis. I start off as that. I know, like Matt. I think, but maybe because Bruce Willis, yeah, he's on a collapse, but he's this shit, but
Yeah, he's already clocked out.
yeah, he's wrapping up his life. So yeah, I can see that definitely with him. But it's like they're trying to like cut out the middleman in Hollywood instead of like paying background people. They just want to use their likeness, but pay everyone $300, which they could get a whole lot of mileage out of that for like
Yeah,
forever.
like how many more movies could you make with Bruce Willis? A lot, right?
Man, that's why I be thinking when they be trying to do like the fake like the not like the deep fake, but when they do like movie, well, it's kind of like it's pretty much deep fake when they
Yeah.
use like dead celebrities to like reprise their roles in other movies, but they've been dead, but they
Yeah,
use
like
their likeness, like
Tupac.
Paul
Yeah.
Walker. Like it's like
Oh shit, that's
that was
dirty.
always going. They was always going in this direction anyway.
Yeah, but it did all started with a Tupac hologram.
That's man, that shit was scary, and he was breathing. You
That
see his
shit was
shoulders rising and
crazy. You
shit.
see him like sweating and shit.
Man, yeah, a hologram sweating. Come
I was
on,
like, come on, man.
scary.
Yeah, that is pretty wild.
But I do see it like this, man. When it comes to AI and stuff, I do feel like us humans, we're not gonna be around forever. So eventually, they're gonna up inherit the earth. They're gonna be like our successors. So
Yeah, I think like it's gonna come down to where we're gonna bend the knee to like an artificial intelligence,
we didn't give up so much rights already. Shit.
and then like the whole kicker of it, like at the end they'd be like, "You guys were always controlled by artificial intelligence the whole time."
Was that meme? Like it was always us with that with that the gun in the back
Like
of the
we
head.
was already
So,
out here. Like you guys are the one that created the religion for us. Like you know how like you worship somebody, so you create all these stories.
yep.
Yeah, it's like we
Always
didn't tell
been
you to make any story about this, right? So you started making up stories.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's fake, but
But
religion
yeah, no.
is. We can all. I think we can all agree. Like in this room, like religion is very sketchy,
religion is religion. It could
But
give
I'm
it
not
gets
shitting on
confused.
religion at all. I'm just saying it's not a straight line of like religion. Like you have to
No,
be
I
careful.
don't shit. I don't shit on the spirituality of religion, like the
Yeah,
faith of it, but the construct and like the whole pay your tithes and all that
right.
shit. No,
How it's
no, that's
written
all.
out, it's scary because the part that's been written out like by man.
Mm.
Because if it's like true word of like God and all that stuff, right? I don't think all that stuff would have been written down.
Man, no, that's just all like Wikipedia stuff to me. It's like it can't be edited. Like,
Right.
it
But
has
the
been
the
edited
true way you can know is you have to feel for yourself. That was the only way.
in here.
And how do you do that? Patreon. Let's go.
Right?
There's a paywall.
Okay, oh.
I'm just playing. I don't know. Yeah, I take PP. All right. So blood from people who lived to 100 years old shows a key difference.
Mm.
So do you
Compared to
know?
like
Do you know
compared to like
anybody?
people?
Was that?
Compared to like regular people? Like their blood is different from like regular people?
Yeah, to regular people that don't live to 100.
Okay.
So like there's like studies that show like people that actually live to 100, like there is the differences like in everything, their blood, how their body is and everything. There's this
Mm-hmm.
reason why they live up to like 100 years old.
Okay.
So like what they call them centenarians have they, like scientists were always interested in people that live like past 100 years old.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like my grandma, when she passed away, she was almost 100 years old. And I remember like my grandma's diet, it was crazy. Like she was always like in like the monk monastery. Like after I guess her husband passed away, she was always in like she lived like in a temple pretty much the rest of her life. And she never got into another relationship or nothing. She was basically like tied down to like the temple life. And that was basically like her life. And then I remember when I was young, like my grandma, her diet, I don't know like what she eat actually, but there's one thing that I always saw her doing that nobody does, like in real life, like or not real life, but like my mom or nothing, my dad doesn't do it. She would take like a tobacco leaf, like a pure tobacco leaf, right? And then she would put like this pink substance in it, and she would like wrap it, right? I don't know what it is, but then she'll chew it like a tobacco leaf. But it's like she put like this pink thing in it, and then she wraps tobacco leaf and she chews it.
Yeah.
And she did that like for a long time. I was like, what is this?
And you never knew what the pink thing was?
I
It
don't
was
know
like
what the pink thing
ground
is.
up or-
Yeah, it's something weird. I think you can buy it like at an Asian store, but I don't know what that pink stuff is. But she chews it like every day, and like every time like I saw her, I was like, I would smell it, and I'd be like, I was like, what the hell is this shit? Like what's my grandma doing? But like she lived to like almost 100, and like she did like this thing like almost like every day. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like she was addicted to it or something.
Mm.
You know,
Some type of
Bob is
type
saying it
of,
smells good. Yeah, it smells good, but
what do you smell like?
I remember I saw my mom. She tried to like copycat that, right? She tried to do it the same way my grandma did it. I think my mom was disgusted. Like she spit it out. She's like, I'll pew it. She's like, that's nasty. I can't do stuff like that. Yeah.
The hell?
But yeah, like I think like the reason why my grandma lived so long is because her diet was so like clean. I don't think she ate like a lot of stuff like with sugar. I think sugar is like probably like the main thing that kills people.
Man, straight up, man. Sugar will put you in the grave quick, bro. Get your limbs chopped off if you ain't careful. Shit.
Yeah. So okay, so like this study shows like a lot of the people that live like up to like 100 years old, like a lot of it has to do with they had like lower levels like of glucose, creatine, and uric acid. And this is the first time I actually see that. I just copy and paste this, but but yeah, a lot of it has them like they don't eat like a lot of sugar like that. Like they found like that's why like the glucose like is really low and stuff. Like a lot of these old people like they don't eat stuff like we eat, like fast food, fried food. They basically eat food like with no flavor, basically.
Yeah, that's how you do it. It sucks, but that's how you do it.
Don't eat food like if you're cooking it with like seed oils, like canola oil, vegetable oil, Don't eat oils like that. Like use oils like olive oil or like I think lard oil. That's what we use.
Lard oil is good.
Yeah, and just avoid like seed oils.
Okay. Bob says she ate fruit with soup and with rice. No, sorry, I say ate fruit and soup and with rice. Okay.
That's the Asian meal.
Fruit's a good substitute, man. If you ever get like a sugar, like that craving, just eat it like a fucking apple.
That sounds like an Asian meal, like fruit, soup, and rice. Right, Southeast Asia.
Asian diet.
Yeah.
Yes, man. You
Yeah,
come to
I thought I
America,
had
boy.
more information about this, like why they live up to 100 years old, but I actually don't have nothing.
I
My
don't know.
bad.
This is black dude who lived to like I don't know if he's still around now. But I remember in Atlanta, like he lived in Atlanta, and they talked about him on Living Alive News. He lived to like at least at the time of the news, I think he was like 111 or some shit. But his regimen all day was like, yeah, I wake up, eat my breakfast, go out, I smoke one cigar a day, and then like my one glass of like Jack or whatever, like one glass of whiskey. He been doing it for like 70 years.
Yeah, I think like a
Was
lot
there
of
some kind of magic to it? Like,
yeah, they were saying like a shot of whiskey a day or a shot of tequila a day help you live longer.
yeah.
I don't
Don't tell
know.
them-
I don't. I don't.
don't
I
tell-
don't
don't
think
tell-
we
don't
should.
tell that
We
to
should
my
do
girl.
anything
She-
to try to live longer, right?
Don't tell it to my girl. She gonna be excited to hear that. One shot of tequila a day. She should. No, she crushes tequila. She scares me. Like it's nothing.
Well, how they make
She's
tequila?
watching right
What would
now,
they
too.
use? Agave.
Aguave, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a big ass bottle of tequila downstairs right now. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Terramana. You know Terramana?
Terramana was that?
That's the rocks tequila.
No, I've not had that.
Intriguing chat. Yeah, I guess you're about to take a tequila shot after the show. Huh?
Oh Lord, she at work right now.
We taking tequila shots at work.
Maybe off the late.
You got any other stories before we clock out for this first episode?
I do have one story that happened while we were gone too.
Run it.
We would have talked about this before if we didn't go on hiatus. It says the Marburg virus and other false rumors about today's emergency alert test. So remember back in early October when we had the emergency alert test, where everybody's phone went across the country, just went off all at the same time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Of course, conspiracies went flying left and right off of that, and they were saying one conspiracy that was one big one was like people that were vaccinated, the signal would go off and it would trigger the.
Oh,
it would
God,
trigger
hold on.
Oh my God, just me on Twitch.
Hold on, Chris. Okay, we're back to normal.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Yeah. It was just me on the screen. I was like, oh, hi world.
My bad.
Good. Now, like one of the big so with remember the whole emergency broadcast thing that went off that Biden had set up to go across everyone's phone at the same time.
Yeah, like you know what's crazy about that? Like I got like a lot of text message from like people I know, like, hey, you know,
Right?
just in case, like you know, there's gonna be like a warning, like an emergency warning, like this is gonna happen on this day. Be safe,
even know.
you know.
I didn't even know about it till my mom texted me. She's like, just a heads up, guys, there's gonna be an emergency broadcast system. She's like, send me like a
Almost like they
a,
know something that we don't know, but they knew
Yeah.
it before we knew it.
yeah, she sent me like a link from like Twitter about it. And I was like, all right, and then sure as shit, it went off. But the conspiracies that was going around was, man, the number one I saw was like people were there vaccinated. The signal's gonna set off the vaccine in the body and like wipe out everybody. And I was like,
That's a bit strong. Yeah, that's
like
too
I guess
much.
it's like the vaccine combined with the frequency of the noise coming from the phone. It's
Yeah.
like, kill everybody that got vaccinated. That was one. One was like the Marburg virus was going to get triggered. It was like this virus from like somewhere in Africa. I want to say like Uganda or something. But it's like this virus originally
Excuse me.
this virus originally came from like a green monkey and it spread throughout Africa at one point in time. But they were saying like people with the Marburg virus is can die if they heard the signal. But one of the big things that happened, a lot of Amish people got outed because some people in the Amish community got cell phones.
Yeah, cell phones.
And they hide it in secret. They don't tell the people.
Yeah.
So when the shit went off, they were like, "Oh shit! What you got?
What the
Why's your
fuck,
phone going off?"
Bar? Like, what the hell? Like,
It exposed them. It's like,
yeah, they're like, I thought you were like the most holiness. Like, you have an electronic device on you?
oh my god, you have a Reddit account?
Like, what the hell's going on? Like,
Yeah,
what is that device going on? So, yeah, they all got called out. I think like people in prison, like with cell phones,
yeah,
they all got called out too.
everybody got cut out.
But yeah, the funny one, the network. Thank you,
Network.
Dude. Thank you for the bits,
what's
network.
Up? What's good, man?
Network is OG, man.
OG, man. Oh man,
That hard worker. I see you out there. I see what you're doing.
Real. Hope you're doing good, man.
You're doing good shit. And
Jafar. Jafar? Is that an Amish name?
Jafar.
It's like Middle Eastern.
Yeah, but you know, like Pennsylvania, they're known to have like a lot of a huge Amish community out there.
Hey, it exposed them, man. The phones went off and it was like,
yeah, I bet it chirped like a Nextel.
yeah, but chirp.
Like, hey, hawk bar.
What are you doing, man? We thought you was one of us. You looking at that?
So like when that happened, like what exactly happened to, you know, that person that's in the Amish community? Like if they caught with a electronic device, like do they get kicked out of the club, or like what? They get outed? What happens? Do you think?
Get executed?
Damn.
for everyone. I don't know. I don't know. They probably get the ass chewing. They probably get cussed out. I guess like, what were you doing? We trusted you. The hell you supposed to be one of us. You watching?
What about those 10 barns I helped build for you guys?
You watching
in 10 days?
You watching porn on your phone? I knew it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do all that. Even the females. Like, you ever seen like that? I don't know if it's a documentary, but it was like a TV show where they had the Amish people. They would like sneak out of like the Amish paradise, and they would go like to the city, and then they would do like crazy shit in the city.
I've heard of this.
It might have been like fake, but it shows them like catching like a taxi, like right when they like leave the village and shit.
Did they know how to do the taxi?
Yeah, they catch a taxi, and then they're like drinking for the first time. They're doing all this stuff that teenagers do for the first time.
Being human.
Getting pregnant. Yeah, that's crazy.
Getting knocked up as soon as they go to New York. Going PCP.
Yeah.
Oh no, but yeah, that was another topic. I was like, yo, we definitely would have talked about that if we didn't go on a hiatus. The little signal going out. But yeah, exposed a bunch of Amish people, and actually the guy that talked about the story was like this TikToker. He used to be a part of like the Amish community. And he told the story about like how like, man, this shit exposed that community of like, come on, man, y'all know y'all watch Pornhub and got Facebook profiles and
yeah, they're not all holy in righteousness,
right?
But like it's like the same thing like with what's that shit? Jehovah's Witness.
Oh man, they crazy shit.
Right? Like a lot of like the big people, like they claim to be like they're so good and stuff, but then they're doing actually like really dark shit.
Crazy shit, man. There's this dude I watch on like on YouTube. He does like movie reviews, but he did a episode specifically talking about his life coming up as a Jehovah's Witness, and just talks about how he basically when he tells the story, it makes it seem like he escaped that world. Like weird shit, man. This is kind of like how his life was growing up.
Like that cult Jehovah's Witness cult.
Yeah, how he escaped it, and how his life was, how his family was. Basically, because like.
Yeah.
As soon as he starts creating his own YouTube channel, they kicked him out the community because they said when you get shunned out the Jehovah's Witness community, it's like bad. It is.
Yeah, it's like they separate you from your whole like your family too.
Yeah, it's almost like you get exiled. That's bad.
Yeah, that is crazy because they're like, all right, now you have no contact with your parents no more.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to do all that funny shit on YouTube.
You want to be normal.
Now, guess what? Your family can have no contact with you, and that reminds me of like Scientology. It's similar like
shit.
that.
Yeah.
Scientology is another made up religion, and they
Mm,
picked out all the things that they found in like whatever Bible they found, like that they like, and they're like, all right, let's pick this, and then we're gonna use it in our religion, and we're gonna create a new religion,
do what we want. And
and
it's
then
like,
we're
wow.
gonna like capitalize on it.
And it's like, is that really religion? No.
Right, because if you think about it, like on my exit alone, there's maybe like 5 churches that you pass through before you get to my house.
Man, for real. I've noticed that.
I was like, hey, hold on, like what, like 2 of these churches can't hold like the capacity of all these people just on this whole street?
Nope. Nope.
They
If you
need
ever get a
5
chance to
churches,
Utah,
and
you'll
then on the
see.
end is like a mega church.
Right. Wait, when you get to Utah, you'll see. If you ever get to come out here, you'll see. It's even crazier. You'll be like, oh man, there's a church on every corner. Yep.
Holy shit.
Not on
Dude,
every corner, but it's
they got
like
mega
some.
church?
Nah, they got one big ass one you can see from like the top of a hill, like a massive
Damn.
one. But it's not like as big as a mega church. Like the biggest mega church I've ever seen was in Colorado. That shit was woo. It's like this. It was like the size of like, damn, it got like a subdivision. It was big. It was big,
Jeez.
massive, man. You feel like almost like what they think is like maybe like 40,000 people or some shit in there.
Damn.
Crazy, and they all pay money. They all pay. Got ATM
They get
machines
like
in
wireless
the
headphones so they can hear the
because they in the back. Because
yeah,
they
the
so far
priest talk.
back.
Yeah, the blood nose seat.
What's he saying? We pop this in my Jesus AirPods. Got a little cross on it.
Oh, we gotta donate now?
I guess let me get on my app because you know they got apps for that now, right?
Yeah, automatic take out 10%. That's so stupid.
Like we ain't got enough bills to pay. Come on.
People think that shit's real. That's crazy.
I got paid bills. I got paid to get to heaven too.
Slow
Shit.
down. Slow down, Jesus. Yeah, that's wild.
Bro,
But yeah, that's all I got.
me too.
That was a good episode back, right? We still gotta
Yeah.
work out some kinks. But
Yeah, we
I
got
think
this.
I think it went pretty smooth.
Yeah, we got this.
Well, we'll know tomorrow when I look at the video.
We'll see. We'll see the final product.
Yeah, we'll know like when everything's edited.
Yeah.
All right,
That
guys.
was good.
Thank you
Thank you,
guys for
J-Rod.
joining us. I think next week we're gonna be dressing up. I already got my costume.
See, I gotta get mine. Probably get it this weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna be yet.
Like the person I'm dressing up as, nobody knows, but I bet you in the world nobody's dressing up as him. I think there's only gonna be one person dressing up as him.
Will I guess it?
No, you won't. No, nobody will. I won't even know if I looked at it.
It's like, if I didn't know, I wouldn't
It's
know.
like I dressed up as him, and I'm saying like, oh, I identify as this guy.
I can't wait to see it, man. Are y'all doing anything for Halloween next week? You guys going out or anything? Or
No, we're just giving out candy
okay, yeah.
and doing the show.
As far as Utah even does anything for Halloween, this place is like hella religious. They probably like might shoot you on the street if you walk
Damn.
down like dress up some. I don't know.
Damn, that's rough.
But I think we might go to a bar and dress up. I don't know.
That sounds fun.
That's that. That's my speed. Where's that at?
Get trash. Remember the graveyard? Bob says, I thought you said Ariana Grande.
Graveyard. I love that place. Ariana
It shut
Grande.
down.
Is that what you be?
Hmm?
Is that what you're gonna be, Ariana Grande?
Bob?
No, you. Is that what you're
Oh,
talking about?
no.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
know
lost
buy
right
like
now.
that. All right, guys.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys next week for the Halloween episode.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
out. Adios.
See you guys.